What's good, everybody? This your big homie, Mr. Synchronicity. Welcome back to another powerful video. We on our third installment of Quantum Synchronization. My second video was 40 minutes long. It's doing numbers. Man, I appreciate y'all's support. Thanks for following me. Thanks for learning about synchronicity on how the universe can help aid you in your everyday life and on your spiritual path. So I appreciate everybody who's been watching and sharing my video. We're going to keep this thing going. And now I'm back with the third installment. This is the 7 signs of quantum synchronization. So with that said, let's get it. So the first sign, we're going to talk about the synchronicity of meeting a stranger. Having an instant connection with someone you don't completely know. Y'all start moving at the same wavelength. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Back when I used to work in the mall at Sears department store. And one night, I was waiting at the bus stop. And there was this guy, he was waiting for his bus. And funny thing happened, we just started, talking and started chopping it up. And we had an automatic, instant connection, right? So first, we started talking about low vibratory things. Like, we was talking about gangbanging. He was saying, I don't like to wear red or blue. I don't like to wear none of those gangbanging colors that stand out. See, here in Detroit, we like to wear our colors neutral, gray and black. I'm like, me too. I don't like to wear, loud colors. So that started resonating. And as our conversation progressed, we start rising to a higher vibrational conversation. So we got into lucid dreams. Then from lucid dreams, we got into astral projection. And it was so funny that he dropped some knowledge on me, because at this time I was having astral projections almost every night, just doing soul traveling. And I wasn't even setting my mind or my spirit intent, to leave my body. So he said, you got to make sure your feet, your hands, your fingers, all your appendicular limbs line up back into your body before you can wake up. And I remember something like that happening. He was also saying yeah, it seemed like it moves very slow, like you just can't wake up instant until your body fully aligns itself. And I'm like, dang, that's crazy, because I was trying to figure that out. And it's funny how he just started dropping his game on me. So this is just a synchronicity with just a complete stranger on how y'all can have an instant connection, and you don't know this person from nowhere. Like I said, I never saw this guy in the mall, never saw him in the store. And I was working at the mall part-time almost every day for 5 hours a day, because that was our shifts back then. So you can meet a complete stranger and they can help you on your spiritual path. So that's number 1. The second sign of synchronization or quantum synchronization is rapid syncs. And what I mean by rapid syncs is that you have the capability to manifest things in an instant. That means whatever you want, or whatever you think about, or however you feel, will pop up in your reality in a split second. Now, let me tell you how this thing worked. And I'm going to give you an example. Now, I was over at my grandma's house, and we was talking about, when the garbage truck going to come. Now, remind you, we just had Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, which is a holiday. And so the garbage trucks was running a day late. So the moment we have the conversation about the truck, less than 10 seconds later, the truck pulls up, take the trash, pull off. Now, when you have these instant manifestation synchronizations, you have the power and the special ability to will anything you want just off the matter of thought and feeling alone. Because why would you just speak of something, or you say something, then something all of a sudden pops up in your reality? I'm telling you, man, these angels, they be walking with us. All we have to do is, have a pure heart and just start putting things into motion. I had another synchronization similar to that, where I was able to manifest a few dollars. And the way it worked was, this was with angel numbers or repeated numbers. I saw my birthday 4/27 when I was at work. So that was one sign. And then my fitness director, he shot a lighter in the garbage can and he made it. Even though I'm not the one who shot the lighter in the garbage can, I still witnessed him make a clean shot. I'm like, what is the chances of that happening? And he's like all the way by the front desk. Now we talking about maybe more than about 8 feet, 9 feet at most. And I feel like it was just one thing at another. And then boom, I was able to manifest a few dollars. So this is just a quick thing on how rapid synchronization work. I still haven't mastered on how to make millions and millions upon the dollars come to me quickly, but it's going to happen with due time, with a lot of practice. The third kind of synchronization is the synchronization of knowing. Now this goes all the way back into my second installment and even my first installment when I talk about people speaking your angel numbers, or you just knowing what somebody's going to say before they even say it. Like all those many times that I heard people say the number 27 back to me, I don't know if I consciously set that in motion or unconsciously set that in motion that they was going to throw me back my number, which is 27. But there's a powerful things that happen when you so dialed in with telepathy. You can pick up on people's words, key phrases, and numbers they're going to say. And so far, having this, I call it clairvoyance. Having this clairvoyance is a very powerful tool because you can use this to help aid you on your spiritual journey. Like I say, whenever time somebody says a number, you get a journal and just write it down. Because knowing and believing is power. Like I'm going to give you an example. Like just the other day, when I'm at my job, a lot of phenomenal things tend to happen. So I was training one of my clients, and she said a particular phrase about like no pain, no gain. You know, she want to overcome weakness with exercise. She said something to that manner. I can't quite remember. And I just knew she was going to say it before she even said it. I'm in my head like 20 seconds prior thinking like, I know what she going to say before she say it. But it's so crazy on how we got these telepathy and telepathic abilities to pick up on people's thoughts and frequencies, because that's what synchronicity is all about. You think about something, then all of a sudden something pops up in your reality. It's almost like it's a glitch in the matrix. But I'm going to go deeper when I talk about deja vu a little bit later in this video. Now, you guys and ladies are really going to love this one. We on the fourth kind of synchronization, which is the synchronization of time lapse or redoing days. I'm going to tell you how powerful this is. Y'all need to really listen and take notes on this. Now, have you ever been at work, or you could be at school, or you could be in the middle of a conversation with one of your friends, one of your homeboys, homegirls. Y'all could be kicking it. And then all of a sudden, you don't know what day of the week it is. Like today is Sunday. And you be talking to your friend, be like, it's today Wednesday. Now, write that on a calendar. The day that comes out of your mouth, or the universe help you speak, is letting you know that something's going to happen on that day. You need to look at the Wednesday that's coming up and what happened to the Wednesday that just previously passed, and mark the day that you said, okay, am I on Wednesday, which is a Sunday? Now, what tends to happen is the way synchronicity work is that it will tend to set things up so things can slowly start to manifest itself into your future. Like, for example, remember how I was talking about every time you go to sleep and you wake up, there's something that transformed in your future? It was one of my 5th or 6th signs in my second installment. Now, with my ex-girlfriend, I'm going to throw this in real quick. I haven't been down her main street in a long time, in like a couple of months. And all of a sudden, tell me why a Taco Bell exists. They put this Taco Bell up so fast, like synchronicity makes things happen and shift. But let's go back to these days. I just wanted to throw that in there because I'm going to go deeper and elaborate on that in the future. So whenever you have this distortion of time. And this can even happen not only with days of the week. You like, what time is it? Is it 6? They're like, nah, man, it's 8 o'clock. Like, there's a particular type of time lapse that happens when you in a flow state, when you awaken. And just keep in mind, whenever that day comes back around, just keep documenting. Know something big is going to happen. I promise you. And I'm going to give you a quick example. Now, a lot of my synchronicities, about 60% of them happen when I'm at work, right? So I was at work on a Thursday, but for some strange reason, I kept thinking it was a Saturday. And I'm like, man, is it Saturday? So I know, like, when you dream or have a lot of out-of-body experiences, the space-time continuum seems like it breaks, like your mind and your spirit have a disconnect of what the concept of time is. And when you have this particular time lapse, I promise you, something magical is going on with you, with inside you, your body, and the material world. So you got 3 things taking place. Things in the spiritual world that's going to be pulled from the spiritual world to the mental world, all the way to the material world. And when these 3 little events happen, I'm telling you, something big will transpire. So back to me. So I kept saying, dang, it's today Saturday. And today, the current date was Thursday. When I got to that Saturday, that's when I had earned me a couple of extra dollars. Like, the money was there. I'm just going to throw that in briefly. So that's the 4th kind of synchronization. Now we are on to the 5th kind of synchronization, which is synchronization of future messages. Now, I want you guys to go to work and be mindful and see if anybody left any particular type of dates or future dates on your table. This ties into the last synchronization. And the reason why you want to make sure that somebody didn't leave or did leave any dates on your table, because you want to be mindful that something will happen on those days. Like, you are getting a synchronistic message for a future event. Like, I'm going to give you an example. Like, they left a client, her first and last name, on my table with 2 dates she wanted me to put her in the system for personal training. Those dates was 11/13, 11/27. I think the first day was the start of the new moon, and then I think the 11/27 was the start of a full moon, something of that magnitude. So 2 big things happened on those days. So on 11/13, me and my ex-girlfriend, we had broke up. It was bad. And then 11/27, we reconnected, we hashed things out, we got back together, things was all smooth. But on that 11/13th day, my job building lost all its power. It was so cold that day, my car wouldn't start. It was just a lot of things that was going wrong, like Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. And so now when I'm at work, I always be on the lookout for dates, because this is just not dates for inside this reality. The universe is sending us messages to let you know things that are about to happen. It kind of reminds me of the movie They Live, when they wear those glasses and they can see the aliens, and they can see when they look at billboards that is saying buy now, consumer. They got all these subconscious words to hack into people's minds. So be mindful of whatever dates you see, even in the stores. If you just happen to walk by and look at some meat and it says expire on such and such date, and it kind of like catches your attention, you kind of like gravitate toward it. Now, if you gravitate towards it, just know it's going to be some type of symbolism in your waking life. Now, if you're just trying to randomly search for stuff, it won't work. It got to be something that compels you, pulls you towards it. So that's one of the 5th signs of synchronicity. Now, I want to go deep into the quantums of it, but it would just make this video so long. And keep taking notes, because we getting deeper and deeper. So we on to the 6th kind of synchronicity, which is the synchronicity of forewarning. Yes. Whenever you watch TV or you see a magazine or even a news blog with a specific title, just know this: it's all relating to your reality, what goes on in your world. And let me tell you this: the universe gave me a forewarning about me and my ex-girl breaking up and my side piece running a major interference. They had this thing called Crisis on Infinite Earth. Now, y'all know I'm a big Flash fan. And I started watching The Flash when it first came out in 2014, which was season 1. I met my ex in 2017, so they was already wrapping up like the 3rd season. But in season 1, the Reverse Flash talked about Crisis on Infinite Earths. They always kept mentioning this in the Flash TV show, right? Fast forwarded to the end of 2019 when they about to do the crossover on the Crisis on Infinite Earths. I didn't know that all this stuff was going to backfire on me right around the time when they dropped that message. And this was a major event. Now, this was a multi-show crossover with Arrow, The Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman or Batgirl, whatever they call her. And I'm thinking it's just TV, and it's not just TV, because not only did I have something that affect my relationship, but also something that affected my sister relationship. And also one of my new clients, she broke up with her ex-boyfriend. So around this time period of the Mercury retrograde, we all had like Crisis on Infinite Earths. We all had a particular type of synchronization. So whenever you see keywords, key phrases on billboards, magazines, TV, or you can just go back and watch some of my old videos, I really elaborate on this. Man, start taking notes. And it crept up on me 2.5, 3 years later with this Flash Crisis on Infinite Earths. I didn't know that my relationship was going to be the crisis on infinite Earths, or just this Earth, or just my reality. And I didn't see all the forewarning signs, but the universe put it out there. And I should have known better. I should have stopped, meditated, did some reflection, making sure I was on the right path. Sometimes when you living, you just living in the moment. You can't see everything that's going to happen to you. And that's the video I said I'm going to make. I made a video about unforeseen occurrences, but I got to remake it and upgrade it because there's a few more points I want to touch on. So this synchronization is about forewarning, like seeing something before it happens, but you don't know what form it came in. For me and my ex-girlfriend and my side piece, it came in the form of the Flash once again. Crisis on Infinite Earths. They hold 4-episode sequel. Now, just to let y'all know this, that whenever you watch TV, whenever you read something, this is another powerful tool. You are synchronizing your mind and your spirit with that item or object, whether you like it or not. Yes, you can synchronize your mind to your TV show or to your TVs, to your social media account, to your YouTube channel, wherever you watching. Once you make that synchronization, that thing that's reflecting back at you that you're watching, it can have some influence on your reality and make your timeline very malleable, meaning that it can make changes to your timeline. And you have to get your notebook, start taking notes, writing out everything, jotting down particular numbers you're seeing, because the future is always giving us warning. And I feel very bad because I was given a few small sign warnings, but I didn't pay it no mind. I was a damn fool. And I'm going to talk about that too in another video on why you cheat. Sound like Dr. Phil. So that's the 6th sign of synchronization, the forewarning. Now we on to the final, or the 7th sign of quantum synchronization, which is synchronization or synchronicity of deja vu and glitches. Yes, deja vu is a form of synchronicity. And ever since I had my Crisis on Infinite Earths, my deja vu special ability and powers has been off the charts. And it's so strange. It feels like I'm recalling events that I had dreamed about when I was like 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, like little small things that happened. Now, we all saw the movie Deja Vu with Denzel Washington, to where he goes back in 3 days into time to save Paula Patton. I don't know her character name in the movie. But I had something like that happen. And I was at the gym, well, my gym that I work at the other day, working out with my new love interest. And we was going to do some incline chest press in a personal trainer area of my job. So as I was walking to the dumbbell rack to grab her some 12s or some 15s, I started having this intense deja vu feeling. I'm like, man, what's going on? And then as I turned around and saw her, I was looking at all the details to see if I see a glitch in the Matrix. Remember how the first Matrix, Neo saw the 2 black cats? I had an experience just like that. I was watching all the details. I'm like, man, I've been here before. I could have sworn I've done all this before. And this goes back to my other video, like, is our lives like a video game? Is we reliving our same lives over and over and over again until we get it right? But everything was seeming so familiar. And I kept having this synchronistic feeling like, man, it was both a combination of synchronicity and deja vu. The moment I touched them damn dumbbells, that's when everything started to activate. Like all my senses was heightened. I also learned that when you're having these deja vu experiences, that your soul will send your body messages, frequency messages, energetic message to let you know that you are on the right track. Keep going. Do not stop. Even though your path and journey may look like it's hard and you got a lot of obstacles and there's a lot of roadblocks. So whenever you have those deja vus at key events, don't stop. Keep going. You're on the right path. And I'm like, man, I messed up in life. And they still, the angels still, the spirit guys still telling me to go forward. Another little incident that ties in with this one. I was getting ready to leave work. I was getting ready to train my clients, but I wanted to go outside and make me an energy drink in my car. And as I was getting ready to walk out the door, it was a ton of people that was coming in. And I had another intense deja vu feeling. It was like, man, I've been here before. I know I lived this life already. I know I already had this experience where I walked past them. I'm like, why am I reliving it twice? So I always have that feeling like I'm doing everything double when I'm in that deja vu moment. But these deja vu moments, or synchronistic deja vu moments, is giving you those golden nuggets that this is your life. You doing this. Keep up the work. Keep up the good work. Like I say, things that are all bad is not all bad. You gonna make it through this struggle. And that's why I like the power of synchronicity. So yeah, guys, I would like to conclude this video here. Thanks for listening to me, especially about the deja vu. Because the deja vu and the synchronicity, it gives me a lot of intense, strange feelings like I already played this game before. And I'm replaying the same stage over and over again until I get it right. So thanks for watching my third installment. I didn't want to make this video like 40 minutes long like the other one. I just want to drop the knowledge real quick. And y'all can leave me any type of comments you want relating to this video. Tell me about your experiences. Man, I appreciate y'all taking the time out to watch me. Man, God bless you all. Many blessings. I hope you're able to manifest a lot of things in your life. I hope this video was able to awaken you into a synchronistic state so you can be able to gravitate and magnetize things towards you. I'm Mr. Synchronicity, and I'm going to see y'all in my next video. Peace.